matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert was the third quarterback taken in the last draft behind Joe Burrow, who went to Cincinnati, and Tua Tagovailoa, who went to Miami. What a career at Oregon. Capped it with a huge Rose Bowl win, not just with his arm, but with his legs as well. And the Chargers, they wanted to make sure they had their next guy in line after Phillip Rivers left the team. Many thought it would be Tyrod Taylor, but Justin Herbert beat him out and has become a starter as a rookie.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Austin Eckler, the ball.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down and 5.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year, 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances, in addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
8 yards there on a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Forced out to his left. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Herbert operating from the red zone. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
This passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it'd have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
I'll pick up
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Mecole Hardman. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return.
So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid.
And they'll be led out by one of the stars of spring football in 2020 from Ole Miss. It's Jordan Ta'amu.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say a great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The first carry now. This is Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Ta'amu. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Ta'amu. That one complete to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Tabu will look to pass.
The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Chiefs 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Los Angeles Chargers coming back out here. They are 1-0 on the young season, getting the win at Cincinnati in Week 1. And, of course, this was the first game without Phillip Rivers in 224 go-arounds. He had started 224 straight games. You have to go back to New Year's Eve, Charles, of 05 to find the last guy not named Rivers to start for the Chargers, and that was some guy named Brees. Yeah, Drew Brees way back then. But this was a tight contest against Cincinnati, 16-13. Ultimately, though, L.A. finding a way to get the victory.
Yeah, and they were able to avoid overtime because, remember, Cincinnati was lined up and kicking the field goal that would have put it in overtime, and it looked like a chip shot, and he missed it. But give the Chargers credit. Going on the road, cross country, and last year in one-score games, they were 2-9. So what a great start for them to grit this one out, and now they get their first shot at SoFi Stadium, their home stadium. The next couple of weeks, Kansas City, and of course Carolina, they come to town for the next 2.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air again, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Michael Badgley for the Charger field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Chargers 10. Chiefs 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The football going back over to Kansas City. And for the Chiefs, you know, we obviously haven't had a repeat champion in the NFL, Charles, in 16 years. But there was nothing in KC's performance in Week 1 in that win over Houston to think that they're not the favorites right now to repeat. A very convincing 34-20 victory on the Thursday night opener. What do you think their chances are, realistically? It seems like a lot of people like them to repeat. What do you think, CD?
I thought they were good before. I think they're excellent now because we saw a team that took care of business in the offseason, came out ready to play. Patrick Mahomes was 24-32, 211 yards, 3 touchdown passes, and showed off all the different arm angles we're used to seeing from Patrick Mahomes. And how about Tyreek Hill? He was spectacular in that game. And the first-round pick, running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he got the start and went well over 100 yards. I give them a great chance to repeat for this reason. Their defense is even better than it was at the end of last year.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and 12. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Here's Ty Long now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
It's 2nd down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard.
Time long.
The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. Here's Hardman on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 4. Off the draw, here's Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A pickup of 5 yards. 1st down, KC.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenneth Murray leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 33. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 20.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Bill's hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the the Chargers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by...
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
That is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A handoff, it's Eckler. Takes this to the 45, not much space there after the nice move. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Draw play, it's Eckler. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They're going to pass here with Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Herbert now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Actually on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Chiefs.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Converted the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. Here's Hardman on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
So the Chiefs now down by 10. At time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now Tabu.
Got his man. It's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now he's flushed out, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.